There are men who can walk into a room and say nothing, yet every eye turns to them. It's not because of their muscles. It's not because they're the loudest voice in the room. It's because of presence. And presence is not inherited. It's not given. It's forged in silence, in discipline, in the struggles that no one else ever sees. Today, we're going to uncover 5 Stoic behaviors that instantly make a person look powerful, untouchable, even dangerous. Not dangerous in the sense of harming others, but dangerous in the sense that no one can control you. Behavior 1. Ruthless emotional control. Most people react when provoked. They shout. They lash out. They defend their pride like a child defends a toy. But the dangerous person doesn't. They stay calm. They observe. Sometimes they don't even respond at all. Epictetus once said, "Anyone capable of angering you becomes your master." If someone can trigger your rage, they own you. But when you remain unmoved, you send a clear message. No one owns me. The man or woman who doesn't flinch when pushed, who doesn't chase validation or seek revenge, makes others uneasy, second-guess themselves, because people fear what they cannot predict. And nothing is more unpredictable than the one who governs their inner fire. It's behavior 2. Indifference to opinion. The second behavior is even rarer. Absolute indifference to what others think. Most of us live our lives seeking permission. We chase applause, we're seduced by praise, and wounded by criticism. But the person who stops living for others becomes free. Marcus Aurelius said it simply, "We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." When you stop explaining yourself, and you walk your path without needing applause, you become unreachable. And the unreachable are feared. You don't need to be cruel. You don't need to be loud. But when your actions come from reason, not ego, when your silence is chosen, not forced, you earn a reputation no mask of bravado could ever buy. That is the reputation of danger. Not because you want to hurt anyone, but because they know if you ever decided to, nothing could stop you. Behavior 3. Mastery over desire. The world has one weapon against us: temptation. Desire for money, for recognition, for beauty, for more. If they can tempt you, they can own you. But imagine being the person who can look at wealth, power, recognition and say, "I don't need it." Seneca once warned, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, who is poor." When you train yourself to want less, you fear nothing. You can't bribe a man who already has peace. You can't break someone who doesn't cling. You can't seduce a soul content in silence. This kind of self-mastery isn't weakness. It's strength. Quiet declaration to the world. You have no leverage over me. And that is the most dangerous position anyone can ever stand in. Behavior 4. Silence in chaos. A truly dangerous man doesn't raise his voice. He doesn't flinch when insulted. He doesn't react when provoked. Because he knows something the world fears. Stillness is power. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The nearer a man comes to a calm mind, the closer he is to strength." When others explode, you remain composed. When they try to trigger your rage, you give them silence. Not because you're weak, but because you've mastered the battlefield within. The world is loud, impulsive, hysterical. But when you walk through it with measured steps, with a gaze that says, "I see more than I say," people feel your presence like the calm before a storm. The man who chooses when to fight and when to walk away, that man is feared, not because he's violent, but because he is unreadable. Epictetus was right. Any person capable of angering you becomes your master. When you cut those strings, you become untouchable. Behavior 5. Discipline in daily actions. The final behavior is discipline. Not in grand gestures, but in the quiet habits of everyday life. The truly dangerous person doesn't drift. They don't let laziness steal their hours. They rise when it's time to rise. They do the work even when no one is watching. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself each morning. At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, "I must go to work as a human being." Discipline builds consistency. Consistency builds character, and character builds presence. The disciplined person cannot be stopped. Not because they are the fastest or the strongest, but because they do not quit. While others waste their days, they invest them. While others are distracted, they stay the course. And over time, choice by choice, day by day, they become unshakable. Discipline is what holds all the other behaviors together. Without it, emotional control fades, desires creep back, silence breaks. But with it, everything stands firm. So remember these 5 behaviors: emotional control, indifference to opinion, mastery over desire, silence in chaos, discipline in daily actions. Practice them, not to intimidate others, but to free yourself. Because true danger isn't about threatening the world. It's about becoming a person the world cannot control. If this message resonated with you, I invite you to join us here at Stoic Quotes Life for more wisdom from Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and the great Stoic teachers. If these words spoke to you today, don't just let them fade away. Carry them with you and walk this path with us. Every week we gather here, not just for quotes, but for reminders of how to live stronger, calmer, and freer. Join us, and let's walk the Stoic path together. Thank you for watching, and remember, true strength begins within.